Shavetsky, good morning once again. Now let's talk about how lots of women are finding pride in doing this side chicken thing. That's one. Number two, the men that go out, their reason for wanting to be out there. I think it's important to find motive. Why are men going out? What are they looking for? We've had different theories around this particular conversation of it. Oh, they don't have anything they're looking for. It's just they being adventurous. What is the real reason why men go out?
Okay, thank you very much. Men, 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 men go out. You see, most of the times, okay, there are men who are not emotionally or sexually attracted to their wives anymore.
Anymore. Also, there was an attraction.
Yeah, so there was an attraction. I mean, there are men who, they are no longer attracted to their wives anymore. So they still want to go out there. They still want that attraction. They still want. There are men who don't get attention and affection from their relationships, from their marriages. So they still want to go out there because they still need it. You can't stop a man from having that. Most of the times, a man settles for you because of what he feels you can give him or what he can get from you. That is why he settles for you. So when he's not getting that thing from you, he loses his guard. And then he goes out there because he still wants to be fed. He still needs that. Men like to be pampered. Men like attention. That is why you will see a big man with a small girl. Do you understand? And imagine that a big man like this, and this small girl is able to get into his head for him to be able to do certain things. That should tell you that some of our wives are doing something very wrong, and they need to sit out.
I like the fact that we've now shifted blames to the women. So now let's see what women do in marriages that makes men go out. What is I know you've talked about starving them of attention and some things.
Okay,
Name
so
them for us. We want to be better wives.
All right, good. So one of the key things is pregnancy. Most of the times when women are pregnant, within that period, they zone off. Okay? The second thing is when they give birth. Now the attention shifts from the husband to the children. So it's like my child or my children are my priority, but the children come and go. So that is where you need to be very intentional. You see, the word is intentionality. You need to be very, very intentional about what you're doing. Because you see, the family you build is more important than the one you come from. So if the family you come from isn't doing well, you need to make sure that you would be intentional about yours and make sure that it does well. So you need to be very intentional with your spouse. And you see, there are certain conversations that our wives don't have with us. Because you see, you need to know how your husband or your spouse feels. I mean, if it will not even be direct, okay, there are things you can say, oh, a colleague of mine, had an issue and the wife was pregnant and all of those kind of things, and the husband is, going out. What do you think about it? You need to know how he's thinking about things and then take down some notes and work it out. Listen, men marry women mainly because of pleasure, because of, that support. Like, we marry women for us, not for them. So if you marry a woman and then now she takes herself off, now many women are more focused on building themselves more than building their men. So that is a critical cause why men will still want to look out there, because it's like, I've lost my wife's attention. My wife's attention is on other things and not on me. And most of the times, women want the men to treat them in a certain way before they do what they have to do. And that is totally wrong.